Saturday morning, and our warm-up before we get into training today is floor out the back of this van. Now I just have a sheet of 1/2 inch ply here now. I must just cut it around these arches and stuff, set it in and just get a new floor in it. That's my father's van, he needs it done, so I'm going to do it for him. That's the first piece of the day before we get into training. Don't have too much training to do today actually. We have some back squats with like a tempo negative on the way back down, just slightly heavier than what we done them at last week, and then we have a couple of squat snatches, and that's us for the day. So I had a wee bit of extra time, so I thought today's the day that I'll get that done. I've been putting this job on the long finger for a while, but it actually shouldn't take me too long. It'll only take me 10 minutes to do, so we'll get stuck into it. So inside the van there's like a couple of these wee wheel arches and there's a shelf over on that side, but I want to have as tight a fit as possible, so I'm just going to measure now exactly where these shelves and these arches are going to be, cut the notches, and then I'll be able to set the board on then without having to fart about too much. So measure twice, cut once, as they say.
10,000 euros. It's incredible. Understand that great play. The unstoppable. I love that track. Girls allowed.
44. Moment of truth now, let's see, does it fit? Oh, it fitted like a glove. That's a good tight fit there, hey? Right, that's that wee job done, and now we get into some training. First piece of the day we're doing is back squatting. It's going to be a 5x5 and we're going to go 65% for 1 rep max here. On the way down on that negative you're going to have a tempo, and it's going to take 5 seconds from the top to the bottom. Once you get down to the bottom then, drive up. So 5 seconds top to bottom, straight out of the bottom then drive out, 5x5. Remember last week we did this at 60%, now we're just increasing it to 65. That's the first set done, 4 more to go. So the main focus of these tempo negative back squats is I want to keep my chest up when I'm squatting. What happened to me before was my hips on the way back up were rising first, and then my back was coming up. So I'm trying to maintain a nice straight torso throughout the negative and on the way back up. And the good thing about these tempos is if you find yourself collapsing on the way back down, because you're going at a slow tempo, you can correct it mid squat and then continue on with the rep then. So you're just a bit more tuned in on keeping that torso up, and that's the main thing I'm focusing on today on these tempos. Right, so see for me when I'm focusing on keeping my torso upright, I used to do back squats like this here, right? Up until like literally a couple of weeks ago, I was doing this, right? So it's coming in underneath the barbell, right? Hands are like wide like this, kind of loose, about here, right? So that's my upper back now, it's like relaxed almost, and I feel a lot of pressure of that barbell, like leaning on me. So what you want to do, and what I've started to do myself, is when you're getting set up out of the rack, right, get your arms and your hands as narrow as possible, right? So what happens is, whereas I was out here, the upper back was kind of loose. Once I started to take it in tight now, what happened was we started to torque up these muscles here, and in turn then that kept us nice and tight for the way down. So what I do now is I come in, get them as narrow as I physically can. Now that there's torqued up nice and tight, and then that's going to keep my back up straight as opposed to it being relaxed. So the way it was, as I say, it was kind of relaxed. Once you stick that in, tighten it up, then it starts to tighten up, and then whenever you go back down, this is all jacked up nice and tight, and that's going to keep you straight. So I definitely find a big help doing that. Right, we'll get into, what have we got? 3 sets done, 2 more to go. Let's get into the second last one. These reps have been done at 65% of your 1 rep max, so this is 100 kilos for me. It's a nice weight to move. You can really focus in on the tempo and all and take your time in it, because it's comfortably uncomfortable is kind of what I would say the weight feels like. So it's a good weight to practice these at. 1 more set to go, and then we're getting into some squat snatch. It might be 65%, it might be comfortable, but the tempo sure does make the legs burn. Right, strip this down now and I'll show you what we are doing for the squat snatch. Right, so for these squat snatches, what we're going to be doing is, I have it wrote out here, is a bit of percentage of it. We're going to do 8 sets in total, right? The first set is going to be 3 reps at 40%. These are going to be all singles, so 3 singles at 40%. Then we're going to go into the second set, 3 singles at 50%, 3 singles at 60, 3 singles at 75, 2 singles at 80, one single at 82, 1 single at 85%, and another single at 85%. So my 1 rep max has 100 kilos on that snatch, that one time I did it in the glory days. So all these percentages is straightforward. 40 kilo, 50 kilo, 60, 75, 80, 82, 85, 85 again. I am not going to warm up. I'm just going to start with 40 kilos and use them as my warm up sets because, as usual, I am rushing. It is now 6:30 or 9:32. I'm looking at that clock upside down. 9:32. So the 10 o'clock class is going to be here soon. So I want to get these done before that. So we'll get started off with 40 kilos, 3 singles. Three at 40, 3 at 50. I'm going to have to take the hoodie off because these wee tassels, every time I like extend, they kind of flick up and hit me in the face. It's a wee bit off-putting. Right, we're going to 3 at 60 next. Right, 3 at 60, done. We're going into the last set of 3 now, so it's going to be at 75 kilos for the set of 3. Right, so 1 miss there at 75, but not too bad, that's okay. And do a double now at 80. Well, a double but 2 singles at 80. Feeling happy there now, 80 kilos for a double, felt smooth. The next percentage works out at 82%, but I'm just going to round that up to 83 for the sake of these plates. And a single now at 83 next. Yes. Woo! 2 singles now at 85, and that'll finish it. Right, so what happened there was I didn't get my head through, but I'm going to ram my head through this time and I guarantee on that miss. Oh! Right, well that was a bad enough guarantee. And I reset here, we need to cool the beans, we'll go again. sloppy. Right, that 85 was a shit show there for the first thing done out. I have one more to do. I'm going to get a drink of water and I'll just settle myself. And hopefully I had a nice clean tidy one. So that's the plan. Get a drink of water, hit one more rep, and then that's the training done. That was a bit better. Woo. Right, so that there was a wee bit better, and I finished off not too bad on that. That's the day's training done, folks. It was handy enough, you know, in fairness. Bit of back squatting, bit of squat snatching. 9:50, 10 minutes now to write a workout on the board and get ready for the 10 o'clock class. Just overall, that snatch there, the 85. I'm not sure what happened, to be honest. A wee bit of a... I don't know what happened. Oh yeah, I missed that lift. I mean, I'm trying to get to 100 kilos and I'm on week 4 and I'm missing 85 there now. And then I think back to hitting 93, I think it was last week. I know 93 seems a long way off from there. I wonder if I had 10 minutes, 51 now. Well, 9 minutes to build on to a heavy single for the day. What's that, 85? We'll just stick 90 on, chance her wild fast, fuck it. Throw it on. Nah, no good. But you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when I was younger, like I used to skateboard, like probably every other teenage boy in the country did. And like if you missed a jump down a set of stairs or you missed a kickflip, you keep going back and back and back. So try one more time. You're playing with house money here now, like, because this isn't on the programme for the day, so if you get it, it's only a bonus. Nothing to lose. Lovely stuff. May as well try the 93. Right, I'll try a 93, sure, what odds. Keep her going. Class gonna land in, there'll be no workout in the board, they'll be like, oh, what's going on today? I'll be like, I just got carried away myself. Right, we'll try 93. Yes! 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 Whoa! Oh! Maybe 95, we'll just chance it. Come on! Oh my God, yes! Right. From missing 85 to hitting 95. And 95 is standing up out of the bottom. I nearly passed out. I could see stars coming up out of it. 95. That is the confidence I need there. Yes. Tomorrow now I have a power snatch team on to do on the week 4 day 2 of the snatch of 100 kilos. So that's a nice bit of confidence to get into that. It's all power snatches tomorrow. So that's the vlog today. We'll see you tomorrow for the next one. Good luck.